Hi, this is Ron Rika from MediaRon LLC, and I'm going to show you why I'm so excited about WP Presenter Pro. Let's start with presentations, which is the category essentially, and I'm going to just do presentation demo. And what WP Presenter Pro does in a nutshell is allows you to use the power of Gutenberg to create slideshows. So here's a slide 1. And the slide is already inserted, and therefore you can change the background color to whatever you want. Clear it out, go back to a custom color. Let's do a kind of a bright orange like we had before. And you can enter in WP Presenter Pro blocks like slide title, for example. That's a good one to have. You could change the background color of that. You could change the text color of that. You could change the font. You could select a transition for when the slide comes in. You can change the padding. You can change the capitalization. Let's go ahead and publish that slide. Actually, before we do that, let's assign it to that category, presentation demo. It's very important. Otherwise, you won't be able to see it, but you can view the slide on its own. So here's the slide. And I'm going to just type in /edit at the end of that. If you're wondering what plugin I'm using for that, it's called /edit. And so it allows you, since we're not viewing the admin bar, to quickly go to a slide and back. So let's go ahead and add a vertical slide. And I'll show you what that looks like. And it's essentially a kind of a redo of the main parent slide. And I'm going to do a slide title. And then underneath that, I'm going to add a list. List item 1, list item 2. And then update that, and then view the slide. Let's go back to the document. Sometimes it disappears too quickly. So then when I hit the down button, I just see my vertical slide when I hit the up button. So that's what a vertical slide is. Let's go ahead and add a different slide. And let's put a slide transition, background transition. Let's do zoom. And we'll do zoom on the next one too. So let's go ahead and add a new slide. And the slide are just for labeling for sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and change the background color to blue. Let's do a background color of background transition of zoom. Let's add a slide title. And let's go ahead and publish. And I did the thing that I told you I shouldn't have done, which is I need to add it into a presentation demo. And you'll see why that's so important. When you go to presentations and you click edit, this is why the plugin needs advanced custom fields. You have navigation, you can display the controls, you can loop the slides, you could do right to left, you could do push history, you could change the slide size, you could change the progress bar to true or false, slide number to true or false. And then when you're ready to see that presentation, you just go to view. So here's the slide title, and you see that I have a down button here. And it doesn't look like the transitions are working just great right now. Just do some tweaking. So let's go back to the slides. It'd be a long way. Alright, so here's the slide. And here's why I'm very excited about these presentations in Gutenberg is because they are compatible with, for example, code blocks. Let's activate that. And then let's activate atomic blocks. So if WP Presenter Pro and all these blocks combined, you'll have power over each and every slide. Pardon me, that was my cat. So here's a slide 3. I'm going to go to atomic blocks, and then I'm going to go to atomic, it should be columns, or layout, for example. Okay, so we have a layout library. We can do a hero header. And let's go ahead and publish that and see what that looks like. Okay, so it doesn't look like something that's going to be useful in the context of a slide, but it might be useful if you're showing off a website. Let's go ahead and remove that block. There should be a layout block or a column content block that Atomic Blocks has. Advanced column, I believe, is what I'm looking for. Let me see. We're just playing around right now. There was one layout block that I was playing around with earlier that was really cool. And I thought it was in Atomic Blocks. AB pricing, AB post and page grid. It might be AB container. I thought we tried that one already. Oh, this is just for container wrap several blocks in a parent container. So if we're going to do a paragraph, so WP Presenter Pro does have some default blocks that it comes with. It has a vertical slide, which I showed earlier, a text box, just the content blocks, list item blocks, an image, a code block. I'll show you the code block real quick. It's really cool. If I could type. So it does syntax highlighting automatically. And let me just show you a code block real quick. Code blocks has a Twitter sharing. So let's see. It has a social profile. There we go. And so if you type in, say this is your last slide, and you wanted to put in a bio. Then you have the merge of WP Presenter Pro and then CodeBlocks Quick and Share. So with all of that combined, you have the power of Gutenberg to create as many layouts and blocks as you like within this slide block, which is a presenter slide block. And then I didn't do a background transition on this one. And then when you finally want to actually view the blocks, then you go to the categories as a block, and then you view it from the very beginning. And the reason that other slide wasn't in there is because I failed a category. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So there we go. You have a presentation that's hosted on your site. It's SEO friendly, has a nice little title, and then you can show it off to your colleagues and use Gutenberg to basically do anything you want that'll fit within a slide area. So thank you for watching. Sorry for the long video.